The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, better will be his world and the world at large. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The man of wisdom is never of 2 minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. The cautious seldom err. When anger rises, think of the consequences. When you see a good person, think of becoming like them. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The faults of a superior person are like the sun and moon. They have their faults and everyone sees them. They change and everyone looks up to them. Respect yourself and others will respect you. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The wise are not learned, the learned are not wise. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their proper name. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Virtue is never left to stand alone. He who has it will have neighbors. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. What the superior person seeks is in themselves. What the mean person seeks is in others. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Study the past if you would define the future. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. When you see a good person, think of becoming like him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. To see what is right and not to do it is cowardice. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability he has. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue. They are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I am not concerned that I am not known. I seek to be worthy to be known.